Greetings and a warm welcome everyone. Hi Aquarius, this is your December reading with me. Last one for the year of 2017. And with that in mind, we are using these Doreen Virtue Tarot cards. They are very uplifting and positive. They are a full tarot deck. They just use slightly different words and suggestions on the cards as uplifting energies. So as we move into 2018, it is really important to focus on some positive intentions, dreams and desires for your goals for next year. And December is often a wonderful time to do that, and especially as we come into like the New Year's Eve period as well. So Aquarius, we are using 7 cards from the deck, and I will work through how they are going to be placed and the relevant meanings for them as we go through the reading. One more shuffle for Aquarius for December 2017. Remember to check your rising signs and your moon signs as well, because you might find those readings to be just as accurate and informative. Your first card out is the 5 of Swords, because that's what the winter represents, and of course swords is your own energy. The next card is the Ace of Autumn, and the green cards represent the coins or pentacles, so that's the Ace of Pentacles. The third card is the 10 of Wands, the red represents wands. Your fourth card is the 6 of Wands. Your fifth card is the Queen of Wands, so we have a lot of creative, passionate fire energy coming in here. And your sixth card is 7 of Cups, actually. That's the 7 of Cups, that's the aqua blue colour. Now your seventh card, which is the final one for the reading, is also an aqua blue and also a Cups card. So no major arcanas for you guys. It feels as though you are rocking out of 2017 with your own personal thoughts, desires, passions and energies going on. So it's not so much about the end of 2017 being like a major turnover for you, but perhaps as you move into 2018 you will notice a more sort of in-depth or internalized paradigm occurring. So certainly December seems a little bit more light or mellow for you. Let's start off, and I will tell you what the format or structure of each card is. The first one up here, the 5 of Winter, represents your work prospects. The second one is your home and needs. Your third one is luck and desires. Your fourth one is friends and support. Your fifth one is love and relationships. Your sixth one is your plans and goals, and your seventh one is your personal quest in life at the moment, and these two would tend to be sort of merging together and taking you into the paradigm of 2018. So starting off with the first card, your work prospects, and we have the 5 of Swords. Now, her words underneath there are walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness and something that's not worth the effort. This card often represents communication warring or tensions. So it's often when there are 5 people concerned or a group of people and they fall into some sort of abyss with communications, and it's often because you want something said a certain way or acted upon a certain way and these other people want it done their way. Now sometimes what happens here is there can actually be a separating of the ways, and you'll see people go, that's it, I've had enough, I'm leaving. So given that this is around your work and prospects area, there could be people where you are currently employed who get up and walk out, or who want changes within the association, or yourself, you may be wanting changes and it's not happening. But one way or another there could be some tension and some disagreement going on in your area of work. So if this is not to do with work, but more like if you are sitting exams, or you're a university student, or if you are unemployed, or you're past, your employment years and you're more into the sort of your passions and creative side of life and your hobbies, there could also just be tensions either with people in these areas or attitudes around certain subject matter. For every single one of you, it's going to be different. This is a group reading, obviously, and when we get cards like this that pop out, I can only give a general overall feeling of the energy. I can't go into specific for each and every one of you. That requires a personal reading. I think what it tells us more than anything is be careful of the words you use and the situations that are around. We can always try to choose the best way forward when these tensions or juxtapositions take place. And the more logical we are about it and the more intellect we use, the more likely we are for a positive outcome. Whereas if we get emotionally involved, we often blow up and say the wrong things. So there's a bit of a message in there around that. So work for you guys could just be, a bit antsy with other people at the moment. It's definitely about other people just putting a bit of a damper on things one way or another. The next card is your home and needs desires card. This is the Ace of Coins. It's wonderful to have an ace. At the moment, you guys are the only ones who have had an ace turn up. And of course, we know that aces are always new beginnings and often prosperous new beginnings. And this one is very good. So it's a lovely sign to have as we're moving into this new energy of 2018, sort of drifting out of the energy of 2017. And of course the Ace of Pentacles is often about some sort of financial reward or reparation, or new money coming in, or projects around money. So it says here a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, and a happy change in your career. Now it's interesting that it's put itself right next to the career card, because I've given you kind of like this gloomy picture of the career, but at the same time that card is, even though it's in the home and needs position, it's also affecting the career energy area. So some of you might actually be able to resolve this issue at work, and there could be a really positive outcome with this communication or this murkiness over here. It might clear itself, or those people might leave, or something could happen positively for you. But coming back to this one around the home, and when we say it's our home and our personal needs, that's such a positive card. The words on it say it all. Some of you literally have come into some sort of extra money, whether it be that you sold a house and you've come into the money, whether it be that someone's loaned you some money, whether it is the fact that a project you have been doing around your home is very successful with an outcome. So it might have gained you some extra income, it might have gained you a higher value on your property. Some of you might be looking at a new home, some of you might be moving home into a new home. Whatever it is, there's just so much positivity around it that it's just a wonderful card to have. So grab onto that energy and really let it schmooze its way through the month and really fall in love with it and activate it. The third card is your luck and desires, and this is the Ten of Wands. And again, this is a really good card. It's creative energy. It's about passionate desires, and this is for your luck and desires position. It often feels as though you have, done a lot to get to this point in time, and that you feel like you've achieved a goal, and now you're going to go into a new cycle of things. The words on this card say, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighted down by too many responsibilities is how she sees it. So sometimes it feels as though you have worked so hard to get to where you are, but you have got there. And it is about being appropriate and remembering to enjoy the moment and enjoy the effort you've put in, and allow the creative energies to take you forward to the next phase. And also it's saying to ask for help from others. So when I said at the beginning, I think this was a month where it was about you and your desires and thoughts and where you go, but clearly other people are playing a role in the energies around you and how you move forward. So other people are clearly affecting both this dynamic and this one, and kind of merging in the middle to give you some sort of glowing positive outcome. Other people are having an input in your month, and you've got like a high and a low thing going on, but somehow in the middle it all works out, and you'll be going, wow, maybe I didn't expect that, but that's quite cool. So just watch that as the month goes on. This fourth one down here, which is friends and support, and again this is the success card, so it's the Six of Wands. It says wonderful news is on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. So something for you is going really well, and it might well be connected with this card up here, this windfall or this positivity, or someone giving you something positive, especially recognition and achievement. But whatever you've been going on at for so long over here with your desires and your goals, it is coming to fruition and you have success around you. So as I said, if there were any of these negative stuff that started off with your career or personal life, it seems to just dissipate and you suddenly get a lot more positivity and oomph and like, wow, zippity doo dah type energy coming in. It's really boom, fires itself up. The fifth card, which is love and relationships, is the Queen of Wands. She's brilliant, loyal, talented and friendly. And it says here for you to believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. And this is with your love and relationships. So I think all of the words there will play a very key role in how you balance your personal, intimate relationships. And it is saying, make sure you balance your work and your relationship life. So don't overwork it, Aquarians, because often you can spend too much time literally at work or absorbed at the intellectual level. So sometimes when you come home you don't shut off and your mind is still figuring out ideas or concepts or issues that have been going on. So you need to balance all of that stuff around you. This Queen of Spring could be a person you're involved with in a romantic way. So she is, or possibly could be, a fire sign energy, and they do bring in this kind of like passion and excitement, and they can be very social and friendly. So this could be around you in December. You could have quite a lot of that type of high energy activity with friends and relationships as well, I have a feeling. Yeah, there feels to be success and positivity in the relationship sector. So some of you might find this as a new intimate relationship coming in, and I think it will be quite passionate and quite lively, especially as the month and the year head into next year. The sixth card, the Seven of Cups, is your plans and goals and your personal quest and your dreams. It says no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over-analysing the options. So this is the Seven of Cups, and this is quite often when we have a lot of different options coming to us and we just can't make a decision. And some of them are really alluring and very exciting and magical, and others seem dull and maybe boring or not what we wanted, but actually sometimes they're the ones that we're meant to take. So this is about actually taking a step. So if you are thinking, oh gee, do I go on a trip overseas, or do I extend my home, or do I pay off a debt, or do I change my job, you have to make a firm decision about one or the other. And once you've made the decision, you'll find it so much easier to get the compulsion and that energy and zing to go forward with what you choose. So it is about making choices and accepting that we can't have everything in life. Like sometimes we want a whole bunch of things, but we have to go, oh, okay, it's not going to happen like that. I can have A or B, not both. So understanding that is also a really important part with your goals, and knowing that whichever one you really focus on, that becomes fundamentally more easy to acquire because you're putting all of your focus and energy into it. So it's more powerful, it's more empowering, and it's more probable. So think of it from that perspective. Your final one here, the personal quest, is the Six of Summer or the Six of Cups. This is about love and fondness and memories. It says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, and remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So some of this can be a bit of, kind of like thinking, oh, I remember back in the day when such and such happened, or I had this person in my life, how wonderful it was. If that's not true, you might be sort of being lured into false beliefs or false memories, and you might need to, revisit that and say to yourself, actually, it probably wasn't that good. Maybe I should move forward instead of moving back. Remember, there's a fantastic saying, and it is, there is no future in the past. So we can move into the past for certain things. We can move back there to find answers to solutions sometimes. We can move back in the past when we visit friends or relatives or places we used to live when we were children. Or we can pick up relationships from the past and reconnect with them and either heal them or take them into a more positive place in the future. But overall, as we move forward, and especially since this is moving forward into the new year, they're saying to you in one way, don't cling to the past, make sure you focus on goals for the future as well, and that the future is where we're headed. So there is always something positive, insightful, fun, enjoyable, love-filled in our future. So don't keep looking back and thinking that you've lost something that you thought you wanted, or it's no longer available, or you wish life was like this or how it used to be. But some of the more positive aspects of this are that we can reconnect again with, say, family members we haven't seen for a long time and heal relationships. This might be a goal of yours or a personal quest. We can visit our childhood areas that we grew up and reconnect part of our missing self, our missing personal self, which can be a big gain in re-establishing our own identity and our feelings and hidden parts of us that we've put away because we're too afraid to face them. There could also be a love relationship coming back from the past. You might be fixated on that or wanting to do it. And for some of you, this is about children and the possibility of wanting to get into the place of becoming a parent. So this might be your goal for next year. And certainly if you focus on it now and get yourself prepared to become a parent, and there is a lot of preparation to do, you will have more chance of this happening and more likelihood of a positive outcome there. So there you are, Aquarians. That's a really interesting, nice reading with lots of sort of passionate creative energies coming through and some very positive stuff that seemed to imbue itself within the other cards. No matter how we would try to separate them, they kept coming back and bobbed up and down throughout the reading. So thanks for listening, everyone, and I do wish you a wonderful December ahead and much happy celebrations for the moving into 2018. Enjoy the new year wherever you are and whatever you do, and spend some time with your own personal contemplation of your desires and goals for a wonderful, healthy, happy 2018. So thank you for joining me, liking and subbing. Leave your comments. I love to read them all as well. Take care, everyone. Much love. Namaste.